Hi, good day. Welcome to our presentation. Today, we are going to discuss about human population and the environment. This is prepared by Junaira Mama, Aubrey Nicole Montero, and Siti Jayani M. Mamangkaw. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Happy learning! Think about the world like a big puzzle, with people in the environment as its two main pieces. The way people live and how many of us there affects the environment, and what happens in the environment affects our lives. The relationship between human population and the environment is a complex and multifaceted issue that has garnered increasing attention in recent decades. As our global population continues to grow, reaching unprecedented levels, the impact of human activities on the environment has become a matter of grave concern. The environment, encompassing all the natural resources, ecosystems, and biodiversity that sustain life on Earth, is intricately interconnected with human well-being and survival. This report aims to shed light on the following key concepts.
Let us start with population. The word population has been derived from the Latin word populatio, which means people. The group of individual species which occupy a definite geographic area is defined as population. Let's talk about population growth. It is typically expressed as a percentage or an annual rate. Population growth can be influenced by several factors, including births, deaths, immigration, fertility rates, and life expectancy. These factors collectively determine whether a population is growing, declining, or remaining stable. What about population density? It is typically expressed as the number of individuals per unit of land area, such as per square kilometer or per square mile. Population density provides valuable insights into how concentrated or dispersed a population is within a given geographical area. Carrying capacity. It represents the ecological capacity of an area to support a specific species over the long term, taking into account factors such as available resources, habitat quality, and environmental conditions. This is where humans live and interact with one another, forming communities and establishing a physical presence in a specific geographic area. That's right, it's human settlement. These settlements can vary widely in size, from smaller rural villages to large urban villages, and they can be found in diverse environments such as rural, urban, coastal, mountainous, and desert regions. Let us move forward to the environmental factors governing human settlements. First is land resources. Suitability of the land, including its topography, soil quality, and proximity to resources, plays a significant role in determining where people choose to live. Flat and fertile land is often preferred for agriculture and urban development, while the type of land can also influence construction and infrastructure development. In some cases, the availability of arable land for agriculture can determine the size and sustainability of a settlement. Food resources. It often develops in areas where food production is possible, such as regions with fertile soil and a suitable climate for agriculture. Availability of food resources can determine the size and density of a population in a given area, as well as influence trade and distribution networks. Water resources. Settlements historically have developed near rivers, lakes, or coastal areas to ensure a consistent water supply for drinking, sanitation, and agriculture. The availability of water resources not only influence the location of settlements, but also affects their size and growth potential. Energy resources. Required energy for cooking, heating, lighting, and powering industries and transportation systems. The availability of energy resources, whether from local natural sources or through infrastructure like power grids, can impact the settlement planning and economic activities. Forest resources. Forest provides various resources, including timber, non-timber, and habitat for wildlife. These resources can influence settlement patterns, particularly in areas where forestry is a significant economic activity. They develop near forests to access wood for construction and fuel, and the sustainability management of forest resources. Let us move on to population pollution. This is associated with overpopulation, when there are too many people living in a particular area, and this high number of people strains the available resources and the environmental ability to support them. It means that there are more people than the environment can comfortably provide food, water, shelter, and other essential needs for, leading to various challenges and issues, including resource scarcity, environmental degradation, and social problems. These are some of the key reasons for overpopulation. High birth rates. Where families have many children, they can contribute to overpopulation. This can occur due to cultural, social, or economic factors, as well as limited access to family planning and contraception. Reduce mortality rates. The improvement in healthcare, sanitation, and medical technology have reduced mortality rates, particularly among infants and children. Next is lack of education. Limited access to education, especially for girls and women, can lead to higher birth rates. When people are not educated about family planning and reproductive health, they may have more children. In some cultures and religions, having large families is encouraged or considered a social norm. This can also lead to higher birth rates. Poverty. It can be both a cause and a consequence of overpopulation. In some cases, families in poverty may have more children as a form of social security, and the resulting larger families can strain limited resources. Lack of access to contraception can lead to unintended pregnancies and larger families. The desire for son. In some societies, there is a strong preference for male children. This preference can lead to families having more children in the hope of having more son. Migration from rural areas to cities can contribute to urban overpopulation. People may move to cities in search of better economic opportunities, leading to overcrowded urban areas. Political and economic instability can also lead to overpopulation. Also, in some regions, social welfare system or government policy may provide incentives for larger families, unintentionally contributing to overpopulation.
Over the decades, the global has experienced population growth increasing from 2.5 billion in the year of 1950 to 8 billion this year, 2023, in the year growth rate of 0.88%. Also here in Philippines, from 18 million in the year of 1950 to 117 million in 2023, in the year growth rate of 1.54%. Do you know what could happen if we become overpopulated? These are the various effects of overpopulation. First, reduction in natural resources. Overpopulation causes the depletion of natural resources like water, land, forests, and etc. As a population grows rapidly, the people within the population require more resources to meet their basic needs and sustain their way of life. This increased demand for resources can result in overuse or exploitation of natural resources like water for drinking and agriculture, land for housing and agriculture, and forests for wood and other products. This overuse can lead to environmental problems such as deforestation, water scarcity, and land degradation, which can have negative impacts on both the environment and the well-being of the population. The encroachment of land for human needs like roads, industrial areas, and houses will decrease the fertile land available for crop production. When land is used for purposes like constructing roads, establishing industrial zones, and building houses, it means that this land is no longer available for agricultural use. This is a problem because the land that is suitable for growing crops is decreasing. As a result, there is less land available for farmers to cultivate crops. This can lead to various issues including a decrease in food production, which can affect food security and potentially an increased reliance on less fertile or marginal land, which may require more resources and effort to produce crops. Second, high demand of basic needs. Overpopulation causes a scarcity of food and water. The scarcity of food and water can lead to serious problems including hunger, malnutrition, and conflicts over access to these essential resources. Storage in agricultural land and water may also cause starvation in some part. These issues where food is available but not properly stored or distributed, or where water resources are not efficiently managed, can result in localized scarcity and hunger. In such situations, despite the potential for food and water resources, some part of a region or country may experience starvation or food insecurity. Overpopulation creates problems like a rush in transportation, education, and medical facilities. The rapid increase in the number of people puts pressure on these facilities and services, leading to issues like overcrowding, longer waiting times, and potential difficulties in maintaining quality and efficiency. For example, more people using transportation facilities can lead to congested roads and public transportation system. The rush in education facilities can strain schools and colleges, affecting the quality of education. Similarly, an influx of patients seeking medical care can overwhelm hospitals and healthcare providers, making it challenging to meet the healthcare needs of population. Third, generation of huge quantity of waste. Overpopulation result in excessive generation of domestic wastewater, industrial effluents, and solid waste. Corresponding increase in human activities, consumption, and industrial production, as more people live in an area, they generate more domestic wastewater through daily activities like cooking, cleaning, and using the restroom. Additionally, industries often expand to meet the demands of growing population, resulting in the production of industrial effluents. This creates disposal problems resulting in water, air, and land pollution. Other effects of overpopulation. First, decrease in agricultural land, reduction in living standard of people, increase in migration, increase in unemployment, low per capita income, energy crisis, high crime rate, development of slum areas, increase in poverty.
Recognizing the urgency of the situation, we will discuss the need for mitigation and adaptation strategies and explore potential solutions for achieving a harmonious balance between human population and the environment.
These are potential approaches addressing the environmental challenges posed by population growth and overpopulation. However, this doesn't guarantee a 100% solution and direct prevention, and it is just to lessen the gaps. First, sustainable practices. This improve living condition. Sustainable practices, especially in agriculture and resource management, can lead to improved living conditions in communities. When people have access to sustainable agriculture techniques, they can produce enough food for their families without exhausting the land. This can lead to better nutrition, health, and overall well-being, which can indirectly influence birth rates and population growth. Second, energy transition. A shift toward renewable energy sources often involves the development of new industries and job opportunities, such as the manufacturing and installation of solar panels and wind turbines. This economic development can lead to increased employment, higher income levels, and improved standards of living. As economic conditions improve, birth rates tend to decline, as families may choose to have fewer children when they are financially secure. Next is conservation efforts. In some regions, overpopulation is linked to resource scarcity. When resources like food, water, and land are limited, it can lead to higher birth rates as families have more children to help with labor and support them in old age. Conservation efforts that protect and sustainably manage natural resources, such as forests and fisheries, can help alleviate resource scarcity and reduce the pressure on families to have larger populations. Fourth, population policies. Many population policies include provision for family planning services such as access to contraceptives, reproductive health counseling, and education. By providing these services, governments enable individuals and couples to make informed decisions about family size and timing, often resulting in smaller families and lower birth rates. Last but not the least, education and awareness. Education can encourage individuals, particularly women, to delay childbirth in pursuit of educational and career goals. When women have access to higher education and job opportunities, they often choose to have children later in life, which can result in smaller families. Another thing is that education is a powerful tool for promoting gender equality. When women have equal access to education and economic opportunities, they tend to have greater control over their reproductive choices. They often leads to smaller family sizes as women can decide when and how many children to have. But the most important of all is global cooperation. By fostering collaboration among countries, international organizations, and NGOs, global cooperation can contribute to efforts aimed at achieving a more balanced and sustainable relationship between population and the environment. It recognized that many population challenges are interconnected and require collective action to find solutions. That would be all. Thank you.